Hey guys, I'm going over your volume unit study guide. These are practice questions for your test. Your name day period, today's the 27th. We started working on this on the 26th. All periods, and I am starting. All right, so it says solve each of the problems below. These represent the types of questions on your test. Be sure to ask questions if you need more help with the topic. The first topic is modeling the relationship between the volume of a rectangular prism and the volume of a rectangular pyramid. Remember, the volume of a rectangular prism equals 3 pyramids with congruent bases and heights, and vice versa. 1/3 of a prism equals a pyramid. But you must have congruent bases and heights, so I'll write that again down here. Fill out the formulas used to find the volume of a rectangular prism and a rectangular pyramid. I gave you notes of what the STAR test will expect you to know, and then hints to help you memorize the formula for the volume of a prism, a pyramid, with either rectangular bases or triangular bases, because that's what we learn in 7th grade math and 6th grade APA. The volume of a prism is big B times height. The volume of a pyramid is 1/3 big B times height, where big B is the area of your base. And you will see this again next year in math. So for number 2, it says shade in the big B portion of each figure below. So I'm going to shade in the rectangle here at the top and bottom, and then I'm going to shade in the rectangle here at the bottom. Okay, big B for both is base times height, which is the area of a rectangle. I like to draw a rectangle there because finding the area of it means base times height, and this helps me remember. So again here, as long as base areas and heights are congruent, 1/3 of a prism equals 1 pyramid, and 1 prism equals 3 pyramids. Okay? Down below in the second section, I can determine the volume of a rectangular and triangular prisms. Volume equals big B times the height. The big B over here is a rectangle. The big B over here is a triangle. Okay, so this is base times height divided by 2. This is just base times height. So I'm going to shade in the base that's visible to me, which is over here. Now granted, there's another base down here that'll come and connect, and then this will be shaded in over here as well. So I'm going to take the base and the height of this rectangle, which is 3.2 times 5. That's going to be the area of my base. I'm going to calculate it, and then the height will equal the third digit, or the third number that I didn't use, which is 9 inches. Then I'm going to plug in what I know. Volume equals big B times height. The area of the base is a rectangle. This is big B. The height is what I wrote here, and then the volume is where you multiply. Over here, I'm going to shade in my base, which is this triangle, because this is a triangular prism. And there's another triangle back here. Try and shade it in. And if we look at this triangle, there's 3, there's 4, and there's 5. I'm going to do the base and the height of that triangle. Then I'm going to divide by 2. Then h will be the height of my prism. How tall is my prism if it sits on those triangles? So if I lay this flat, how tall will it be from triangle to triangle? That height is going to go here. The area of the base is going to be this right triangle. Okay, so find the area of that base, put that answer here. Find the height of the doorstop, put that answer there, and then multiply. I will give you a hint. One of these numbers is not necessary here. One of these numbers needs to be crossed out because we don't need it. All right, next part. I can determine the volume of rectangular and triangular prisms. Still using volume equals big B times height. A birthday gift is wrapped in a cardboard box. The box measures 12 inches on each side. This is 12, this is 12, and this is 12. Okay? Volume equals big B times the height. My big B is a rectangle because that's the bottom of this. So I'm going to do base times height. Then I'm going to do some number times some number. Then I'm going to do height equals whatever number that I'm left with. Then I'm going to substitute or plug in. That means whatever I calculate for big B, I'm going to put down here. Big B times height goes here. Then I will multiply those two and answer my question. Over here, what is the volume of the triangular prism below? It's a triangular prism, therefore my big B is a triangle and it's base times height divided by 2. Volume equals big B times h. Big B equals whatever my base and my height is of that triangle. Shade it in. Draw it out. One of these numbers I won't need because it's not a base or a height. Find the height of the prism. Multiply big B times height. A cereal box holds 729 cubic inches. That is my volume. If the area of the base, this is my big B, measures 40.5 square inches, then what is the height of the cereal box? Height is something I don't know. Find height. Number 9, a tissue box is shaped like a rectangular prism. The tissue box measures 5.2 centimeters wide, 9.6 centimeters long, and 6 centimeters tall. 6 centimeters tall, 9.6, 5.2. Volume equals big B times height. Big B is a rectangle. Height is a value. Multiply them. Plug in your values for base times height. Then multiply by the height of the prism. These two h's are different. This is the height of the base. This is the height of the prism. Gotta know the difference. Down here. What is the height, x, of the rectangular prism if the volume is 1680 cubic centimeters? I need x. Volume equals big B times height. Volume is 1680, which equals big B times height. Big B is a rectangle. Base times height. Calculate what big B is. Then x is the unknown, which is your height. Work backwards to find out how you get to 1680. number 11. It says a shipping box is shown below. How many cubic feet will the shipping box hold? I'm going to draw the rest of my triangular prism here. Shade on my bases. Shade on my bases. My triangle looks like this. 4, 4, and 3.5. Volume equals big BH. So my big B is a triangle. So base times height by 2. Plug in big B, plug in H, and then multiply big B times H. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right, we're doing triangular prisms and triangular pyramids. Volume still big B. H pyramid is 1/3 big B H. Shade in your bases. Shade in your bases. Shade in your base. Hello, how are you? Shade in your base. Describe how the volume of a triangular prism and a triangular pyramid with the same dimensions are related. With congruent, I'm writing the same exact thing. Base areas and height. 1/3 of a prism, this case is triangular, is equal to 1 pyramid. And vice versa, 3 pyramids equals 1 prism. Let me make sure that I wrote that correctly on the other side. Yep, 3 pyramids equals 1 prism. Okay, just double check. All right, 15. It says a model of the Egyptian pyramids is created for world history class. The pyramid is shaped like a rectangular pyramid. The model has the dimensions shown. This 25 inches is the height of the pyramid. This is part of my base area. My big B equals base times height. My volume equals 1/3 big B times height. This is my height, 25. Find out big B, plug in what you have discovered, multiply to solve. Over here, volume equals big B times height. Big B is a triangle, so that's base times height divided by 2. Shade in your base. Draw the triangle to the side. 5, 12, and 13. One of these numbers we do not need, but we do need 12. And you can write that. Oh, here's my H is 25 over here. My H over here is 12. Okay? 12, 25. Solve for big B. Base times height divided by 2. Which of these numbers is the base and the height? And which number do we not need from this triangle? Then multiply that answer by 12 over here. And multiply your big B by 25 over here. Then divide by 3. Don't forget. Whoops. I forgot my division by 3 over there. Okay? What is the volume of the figure below? Shade in the base. Shade in the base over here. I will finish this and the notes on the next video.